In this video, I'm going to show you 5 different charts. The first one is a Geo chart, and this is great for mapping data. Next is combo charts, which are great for having bar charts and line charts in the same chart. Table charts allow you to have a scrollable list in an entirely different area. Scorecard charts provide a snapshot and make comparing easy. And a donut chart is similar to a pie chart, but a lot easier to read. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe for all things Google Sheets, and let's dive in. It's super easy to create a Geo chart that's a little heat map of the values. Let me show you how. What we're going to do is select all of column A and B, then go to Insert, Chart. Under Chart Type, we're going to drop down to Map, Geo Chart. And then by default, it's the world. So you can see here that Georgia is selected because that's a state as well. Now if I go to Customize, I'll go to Geo, drop down to United States, and now I can see exactly what the values are for each state, and it's color-coded based off of this scale. If you want to change the colors, you can simply change the colors right here. So let's say I want a blue instead. And here's a little hack for you. You can go to the background color and make it a little light blue. And now it looks kind of like an ocean. So this is the United States version. You can also do it based off of global. So for example, if I have a list of countries, instead of selecting United States, you can just select world. And then you'll be able to see exactly what the amounts are for the countries you have selected. Combo charts are some of my favorite charts. So for example, I can see the net worth. I can see all my assets stacked on top of my debts and a little trend line showing all my net worth. Let me show you how to build this. All I have to do is select the table, go to Insert, Chart, use the chart type drop down to select Combo Chart, and now it's going to look a little funny. So what we're going to do is go to Customize, Series, and then select the series you want. So Assets, I want this to be columns, which is great. Now I'm going to put a fill color as green since money is assets. I'm going to change the debts. Instead of a line, I'm going to put this as columns as well, and I'll make the fill color this dark green. And then for net worth, we're going to leave this as a line. Now you can see this is a little bit offset. So what we're going to do is go back to setup and put stacking standard. So now we have in a matter of seconds, all of our assets stacked on top of our debts and a net worth line that shows exactly what the trend is. You can further customize it from there, like changing the title. So you can just say net worth, for example, and do whatever you want to do. One of my favorite things about table charts is you can actually scroll it. So that way you can see exactly what all the different values are, but it could be on a completely different tab than what your data set is. Let me show you how to make this. So what we're going to do is select columns A and B, go to Insert, Chart, and then under Chart Type, we're going to scroll down to Table Charts, the very last option. Then let's make this a little bit smaller. So automatically we have our table chart and you can just scroll it from there. But as you can see, it's being sorted by the state. We don't want that. So I'm going to go to Edit Chart, and we're going to go to Customize, drop down on Table. Now, if you wanted to, you can show row numbers to show kind of rankings and different things like that, or you could leave it blank. And then under Sort column, we're going to sort by the amount, but instead of having the amount ascending, I'm going to have the amount descending. So now, just like that, you have all the different options right here, and you can see exactly what order they're performing. If you have too many options, you can click on Pages. So now, instead of having to scroll, you can simply click on all the different options. Favorite things about scorecard charts is it does the math for you. So all I have to do is select the range and it automatically calculates what the increase is. Let me show you how to make it. I'm simply going to select the data range, go to Insert, Chart. Under Chart Type, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and select Scorecard Chart. Now, by default, it just shows net worth in month. So what we're going to do is switch rows and columns. So now we have the different options. So for key value, we're going to put current. And then for the baseline value, we're going to put start. So the key line is going to be our current value. The start is going to be where we started. And then it automatically calculates what the increase is. So over here on Customize, I'm going to go to baseline value. And after the comparison, I'm going to put increase. And now it says $35,546 increase. And from there, you can change the title. So you can say current net worth and make that centered, change different font sizes, different things like that. So that's a nice way to have a little scorecard on your dashboards showing you how things are increasing. I think we can all agree that you shouldn't really use a pie chart, and that's because they're pretty difficult to read. So if you're going to use a circular chart, a donut chart is what you should use instead. So let me show you how to build this. All we're going to do is select the cells that contain the data, go to Insert, Chart. Instead of this pie chart, that's a bit clunky, we're going to go down to donut chart. And then here you can customize it from there. So for example, let's say I want to make the donut hole 25% instead. I could do that. Or if I want to label the slice, I can label it with the values. So that way it's a little bit easier to read, especially if they're close in values. And you can also update the title, make it centered, format different ways. Let me know if you want a dedicated video for any of the charts that I just showed. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure to check out my other playlist here.